What's up, going everybody? Welcome back. I hope all is well and you're staying safe and healthy. So based on the title, you know what I'm going to make, so let's get straight to it. I'm going to make the quinoa first, and this is the brand, and as the package says, it's already washed and rinsed, but I still give it a rinse, and I'm using 1.5 cups. All right, you will also need scallion, thyme, one scotch bonnet pepper, salt. I also added some all-purpose seasoning. You will need coconut milk and water. Now the full list and measurements of everything that I use will be listed in the description. So to your pot, go ahead and add the coconut milk, water, and the seasonings, and allow your pot to come to a boil. In that meantime, go ahead and rinse the quinoa. And let me be honest, I don't fancy quinoa. However, this recipe right here definitely hit the spot. I don't know if it's the coconut milk or God was on my side, but this was good. So once your pot comes to a boil, go ahead and add the rinsed quinoa, give it a stir, and then cover your pot and allow this to cook over medium heat for 15 minutes. While the quinoa cooks, I'm going to move on to the veggies and the tofu. So right here I have 1 block of tofu which I boil in salt and water. And that's the brand. You will also need some all-purpose seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, cabbage, carrot, bell peppers, tomato, scallion, garlic, onion, and a piece of scotch bonnet pepper. I'm also going to add some snow peas and Pak Choi. Now I'm only using the leaves from the Pak Choi, not the stems. Alright, now you will also need some white pepper and salt. As mentioned earlier, I boiled the tofu, and I boiled this for about 20 minutes, and I also added some salt to the water. Now doing this actually makes the tofu firmer. So after the tofu cooled, I went ahead and cut it up into some cubes, but you can always choose to cut this up in whichever shape that you want. So now I'm going to lightly season the tofu, because remember I boiled this into some salt, so it's not too bland. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more salt, white pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. So once you're done, just toss this a bit just to combine the seasonings and set it to the side. Now what I'm going to do next is to cut up the vegetables. So here I'm using a hand shredder to shred the carrot, but if you don't have one of these, you can use a grater or just simply cut up the carrot. So everything is prepared, and I'm going to fry the tofu. If you don't want to fry the tofu, you can always bake it. Once done, set this to the side. Now it's time to cook up all the vegetables. So to the same pot I added the onion, the garlic, some of the scallion, and the scotch bonnet pepper. So because we're stir frying the vegetables, you want to add them one after the other. So like a couple seconds in between each vegetable, and make sure that you're constantly stirring your pot. Alright. So at this point, you can start adding your all-purpose seasoning and season to your liking. After you have combined everything, go ahead and add the tofu, give this a few more stir, and then you're going to top it off with the remaining scallion, and that's it. Stir fried veggies and tofu is ready to serve. So this is all done, so let's check on the quinoa. And now to my favorite part. This quinoa was so good. As I mentioned earlier, I don't fancy quinoa, but this right here made me went back for seconds. Honestly, this is a simple and delicious meal. And that's it, lovely people. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all try and enjoy this recipe, and until next time, God bless.